Hi, this is Sylvia, and if you're waking up with that sharp stabbing heel pain, the kind that makes you wince before your feet even hit the floor, thinking it's just age, weight, or something you'll have to live with forever, please stop right there. I'm here to say what no one told me for months. That pain is not normal, it's not permanent, and most importantly, it's not your fault. Plantar fasciitis can feel like a slow trap, like something that sneaks into your life quietly and then begins to steal the little joys without you even realizing. Your freedom to move, your energy to live, your joy in simple things like a morning walk, playing with your kids, or even going to the store. But I found a way out. And today I want to share with you exactly how I healed my plantar fasciitis in just 7 days. These aren't magic tricks. They're simple, natural remedies that actually changed everything for me. And I've also included a powerful resource that helped speed up my recovery. It's linked in the description and pinned comment. No pressure, no gimmicks, just something real that worked for me and might work for you too. So if you're ready to take back your mornings, your walks, and your life, stay with me until the end. This might just be the turning point you've been hoping for. Let me start here. I've been there. I know how it feels to fear those first steps out of bed, the sharp jolt that shoots through your heel like a lightning bolt, the limp to the bathroom, the dread when you remember this isn't just a one-time thing. It's been going on for weeks, maybe months. I remember staring at my favorite shoes, the ones I used to wear out to dinner, and thinking, not today, I just can't. I said no to simple plans, avoided parks, skipped family outings, because walking, something so basic, so human, had turned into punishment. But I'm here to tell you, it doesn't have to stay that way. There's a path forward, and it begins with the first remedy that changed everything for me. 1. Daily stretching, small moves, big relief. This might sound too simple to work. That's what I thought too. But the truth is, every morning I was waking up with tension built up in my feet, and that tension was feeding the pain. So I began a gentle morning routine. Before getting out of bed, I would slowly pull my toes back, hold for 15 seconds, and release. Then I'd use a resistance band or simply roll a frozen water bottle under my foot for a few minutes. These tiny movements began releasing the tight fascia little by little. Within a few days, I noticed less stiffness. I was stepping with more confidence. It was like my feet were finally saying, "Thank you." 2. Supportive footwear. Healing starts from the ground up. I used to walk barefoot at home all the time. I thought it was normal, even healthy, but I had no idea I was sabotaging my recovery. Then one night, I slipped on my old sandals just for a few minutes and ended up limping the rest of the evening. That was the moment I realized your shoes matter more than you think. So I made a non-negotiable change. I started wearing supportive cushioned shoes at all times, even inside the house. Not fancy, just functional. And here's the truth. Good shoes can reduce heel impact by up to 40%. And that's a massive difference when you're dealing with pain every single step. Sure, quality footwear can feel expensive, but ongoing pain, doctor visits, lost energy, that costs way more. 3. Massage and myofascial release, a ritual of relief. You don't need any fancy tools, a tennis ball, your hands, or a simple roller from a dollar store. Each night, while watching TV, I made it a ritual to massage my feet, pressing gently along the arch, applying steady pressure in small circles. Sometimes I just breathed through it, not because it hurt, but because I could feel my fascia releasing. And something else happened. It wasn't just physical, there was an emotional healing too. This little act of care, of saying, I'm listening to my body, helped me reconnect with myself. For 10 minutes a night, I wasn't dealing with pain, I was healing. 4. Cold therapy. Ice is more powerful than you think. When you're in pain, it's easy to feel powerless. But one of the most powerful tools for healing was already in my freezer. Ice. Not just to numb, but to calm, to soothe, to bring down that invisible fire we call inflammation. After a long day, even one that didn't involve a lot of walking, my feet would feel tight, swollen, hot from the inside. So I made a habit. I'd wrap an ice pack in a towel and rest it under my heel. Other days, I'd roll that frozen water bottle under my arch, letting it massage and cool all at once. It wasn't dramatic, but it was consistent, and over time, that cold gave me control. Especially on my hardest days, when I felt like nothing else was helping, ice did. It grounded me. It gave me something to do when I felt overwhelmed. It's so simple, so accessible, yet so powerful. 5. Rest and sleep, the invisible remedies that matter most. Now, let's talk about something we often ignore: rest. We live in a world that praises hustle. Push through, keep going, no pain, no gain. But healing doesn't work like that. It doesn't respond to force. It responds to balance. I used to think rest meant laziness, but in reality, rest is strategy. So I started to pay attention. If I stood for too long, I sat. If I walked all morning, I gave myself a slow afternoon. I stopped punishing my body for needing recovery, and then I took it even further. I began prioritizing sleep, not just closing my eyes, but true, deep, uninterrupted sleep. I turned off screens earlier, cooled down the room, and created a ritual that told my body, you're safe now. You can rest. And the results? Shocking. My body responded faster to everything else I was doing. Stretching worked better. Massage had longer effects. My mornings got easier. My mood even changed. It turns out sleep isn't just recovery, it's medicine, my breaking point and my breakthrough. I want to be honest with you. This journey wasn't perfect. There was one night I remember so clearly. I had just gotten out of the shower, and the moment I stepped down, pain. Not a twinge, not a sting. It felt like someone had stabbed my heel with a hot knife. I sat down on the tile floor, soaking wet, and cried, not just because it hurt, but because I felt defeated. And in that moment, something in me broke open. Not in a bad way, in a breakthrough kind of way. Because the next morning, I didn't give up. I did the stretches. I wore the shoes. I massaged. I iced. I rested. And day by day, something shifted. Less pain, more confidence, a little bit of joy returning every morning. Until one day, I walked across my kitchen and realized I hadn't thought about the pain at all. You can start today, just one step. And now I want to talk to you. If you're watching this and thinking, but my case is worse, I get it. But let me ask you something. What if you're just one choice away from healing? What if today, right now, is your turning point? You don't need to do it all at once. You don't need to be perfect. You just need one step, one stretch, one pair of supportive shoes, one night of real sleep, one decision to say, I'm worth healing. So tell me, what can you start today? Leave it in the comments. I read every single one. I want to cheer you on, walk beside you, even if it's just virtually, because your journey matters. You matter. One last thing. If this video helped you in any way, if it gave you hope or clarity or even just a sense of peace, please consider subscribing to this channel. And don't forget to hit the bell. Because in the next video, I'll be sharing 3 silent mistakes people make that actually make plantar fasciitis worse, and how to avoid them. You won't want to miss it. And before you go, there's a resource in the description and pinned comment that helped me speed up my healing. It's natural, supportive, and honestly, a big reason why I could walk pain-free again. It might be the gentle nudge you've been looking for. You deserve to live without pain. You deserve to move freely, to laugh, to walk, to dance again without fear. And I'm rooting for you every single step of the way.